Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss another very important interview question. So this time we will take a matrix question. So matrix questions are very much asked in interviews. So we are given a sorted matrix and we need to search for an element in the matrix. So basically what exactly is meant by a sorted matrix? So it means the row and column are sorted in the matrix. So rows are also sorted, columns are also sorted. And we are given this property and we need to search for an element in the matrix. So what we can do to search for an element? So for example, we are given this matrix and we need to search for an element with value 38. So we know that there's 38 present in the matrix. So how do I search in the matrix? So the very first thought which comes in my mind is traversing all the elements in the matrix and match it with the required element. So what I can do is I can traverse all the rows and all the columns and basically find if any of the element in the matrix matches with the required element. So how much time it takes? So basically I'm traversing basically m rows. Basically I'm traversing m rows and basically n columns. So my time will be O into m cross n. So this is a quadratic time. So basically I can traverse the entire matrix in O mn time, and basically the comparison with each element will be constant time. So because we are just comparing the integers, so it will be O into m cross n. So this is the time complexity using which we can solve the question. So is there a better way? Like can we solve it in time complexity which is less than quadratic? So let's see if we can use the property of the question. So we are given the matrix is sorted, which means the rows are sorted and the columns are sorted. So how we can use that property? So since the elements in each row and each column are sorted and I need to find an element, so let's say I start with the first element and try to figure out the logic. So basically I am at first element, which is 10, and I need to search for 38. So I know 38 is greater than 10. So there are two possibilities. Either the element can be in the same row or basically in the same column or anywhere, because like all the elements to the right is also greater than this and to the below is also greater than this. So if I start from here, so my possibilities are not reducing. So basically what I need to do is I need to basically eliminate each row or each column in my pass, so that basically in each pass, in each iteration, I can just eliminate a complete row. So and how can I do this? So basically if I start from either this element or this element. So if I start from this element, what I can do is, so basically I am at 30. So what I can do is I can compare my 30 with 38. So my 30 is smaller than 38. What does this mean? So this means my this entire row is not eligible for answer, because 30 is smaller than 38, and so any element which is smaller than 30, like 25, 20, 15, 10 will be smaller than 38, and so they are no use to me. So that's how, if we start from this element or this element, we can eliminate each row or each column in each iteration. So basically I start with my first element 30 and I compare it with 38. So I know my 30 is smaller than 38. So what I can do is I can basically eliminate this complete row. Next is, so since basically my complete row is eliminated, so I need and 38 is greater than this. So what I can do is I can basically move down, because I know all the elements to the down of this are greater than this element. So now basically I am at 32. So similarly again I will compare my 32 with 38. So since 32 is again smaller than 38, so this means that this entire row is also eliminated and it can't be an answer. So again I will move one step down. So now I will come to 35. Now I compare 35 with 38. So basically 35 is also smaller than 38. So this means this entire row is also not my answer. Now I move one step down again. So basically I am at 45. So this means now I compare 45 with 38. What does this mean? So this means my basically 45 is greater than 38, which means all the elements to the down of these are not eligible for my answer. So basically I cut this 50. Now what I need to do is, so since 38 is smaller than, I move left. So basically I move in the row side. So I come to 42. Now I compare 42 with 38. So 38 is smaller than, so I move one step left. So had my 38, had my basically number being greater than 42. So for example, if I am searching for 48, so my 48 would have been greater than 42. So I would have moved down. But since I am searching for 38, so I will move on the left side of it. Now I come to 38 itself. So I compare this 38 with 38, so it matches. So I can say that I have found the record and it exists in the array, and I return the ij. So basically I return the I comma j of that 38 and tell that this is my, at this point my element lies. So what is my time complexity of this solution? So if you analyze it more, so basically what I'm doing is I am in each iteration I am either eliminating a complete row or I am eliminating a complete column. So since I am starting from here, so what would be my worst case? So worst case will be either I am searching for 33 or I am searching for element which does not exist in the matrix. So let's say I am searching for 33. So how will I proceed? So I will come to 38. It basically 32, 33 is greater than this. So I move to 32. Now I compare 32 with 33. So my 33 is greater than 32. So I move downwards. So I am at 35. So basically this element. Now I compare 33 with 35. So it is smaller than. So I move to 38, 28. So basically what I am doing is initially I started with 30, then I moved to 28, then I moved to 35, then I moved to 28. Now I compare 28 with 33. So 28 is smaller than, so I'll move down. So I'll move to 42. Now 42 is greater than, so I'll move it 38 left. Now 38 is again greater than, so I'll move to left 29. Now my 29 is smaller than, so I'll move down. Now my 36 is greater than 33, so I'll move left. So finally I come to 33. So this is the path I followed. This rows. So basically this and this. So what I'm doing is columns. So basically I traverse all the. So this and this, and I traversed all the this and this. So what I am doing is the maximum traversal. So basically it will be O of m plus n, because the maximum elements I am traversing is basically the sum of m and n. So so basically my m was 5. So for each row I traverse. So this one row, second row, third row, fourth row, and fifth row. And for all columns, so this and one this. So I am traversing each column and each row. So this is how my time complexity reduces to O of m plus n. So looking at the solution, so the solution seems to be easy, but you would be wondering how to write code for this solution to manage this, like moving left and then not coming back. So you would be confused, like if I am here now, how to decide basically where to move, down or there. So you would be confused, like at this point, how should I move? Should I move downwards or should I move right? So you don't know na ki right ki whether the right hand side, this column is already eliminated or not. So the code is very simple. We'll discuss the code and you will be able to understand it more. So the code to this problem is very simple. Let's discuss it. So basically we'll write a function which will accept the matrix and basically print the index of that element in which we need to find. So basically we need to void search element, then we'll have a input matrix and then find the input element. Okay, now we need to basically find the number of rows and columns in the matrix. So I'll denote number of rows by m and number of columns by n. So basically what will be my m? M will be basically matrix dot length. So the length of matrix will be my number of rows. And what will be my columns? So basically my columns will be matrix dot length. So basically it will be the zero, basically the length of first row. So the length of first row of matrix will be number of columns. So basically then where I am starting from, so basically I will start from the last element of the first row. So basically my I, so I is row and j is column. So my I will be 0. So since I am starting from the first row, and column will be the last column. So basically it will be column is equals to n minus 1. So now what I need to do is basically I need to traverse all the elements. So basically since I am starting from I equal to 0, so I need to take care that I does not become any time greater than the number of rows. So basically I less than m. So my current row should always be less than the total number of rows. And what I need to check, so basically since I am starting the last column, so I need to check that my column is always greater than 0. So I should be always greater than equals to 0. Then what I need to do is basically I need to search. So if my current element, if my matrix ij equals to the element which I want to find, what I need to do is I can print system.out.println element found at index I, J. So basically I can print the index. Next what I need to do is basically I need to check. So after that I will check if my matrix I, J is greater than element. So what does this mean? So this means my current element is greater than the required element. So if I am greater than element, what I need to do is I need to move left hand side. What does this means? I need to decrease the column. So I will do J minus minus. And what else? So if this condition is not satisfied, which means my matrix Ij is less than element. So if my current element is less than the element I am searching for, then what I need to do is I need to move down, which means I need to increase the row. So I will do I plus plus, and then I close this while loop. So basically, if I am outside the while loop, what I need to do is basically this condition was never met, which means I need to print element not found, and then I can close the function. So this is how this code is very simple, but it looked very tricky in the beginning. So this like this moving of row index and column index is what you need to take care, and then you will automatically land up to your required element. So this is how you can solve the problem in O of m plus n time. So I hope this is clear to you, and we'll discuss further more questions in the subsequent tutorials. Thank you.